If you love The Simpsons, we want you to vote on the best Homer Simpson fan theories the internet has to offer. For over 30 years now, Homer Simpson has been in our living rooms, hopping on the couch beside us after scrambling through the garage to avoid being run over by a station wagon. Over that time, he has repeatedly put the power plant he works at in jeopardy. He has been to outer space. Number 1. Mr. Burns wants Homer to do a bad job. From the opening credit sequence to the numerous, almost uncountable instances seen throughout our decades in Springfield, the power plant is a wreck. Nuclear waste pools on the ground, walls and ceilings collapse. Hard hats and protective gear seem optional at best. And all of this falls squarely on the slouched, snoozing shoulders of Homer. But why is this? If you ask Redditor all underscore of underscore it underscore is underscore 1, it's by design, held in place by Charles Montgomery Burns. This theory suggests that Mr. Burns actually wants a totally incompetent nuclear safety inspector. Having the lowest standards imaginable at the plant both saves money and protects Burns from scrutiny. Number 2. Homer's drinking bird didn't just fall over. You thought Who Shot Mr. Burns had mystery and intrigue, huh? Well, get in the hot seat for this one from Redditor Mother Step. In King Size Homer, Homer puts on an exorbitant amount of weight in order to gain disability status, allowing him to work from home. Once donning a moo-moo and fat man's cap, Homer simply has to repeatedly push a single button from his in-home safety regulating station. Number 3. Patty and Selma hate Homer because they blame themselves. It's no secret that Marge's sisters, Patty and Selma, aren't big fans of Homer. The identical duo has a tendency to forego normal greetings like, "Hi there," with comments like, "Did it just get fatter in here?" But what exactly is it about Homer that they despise so fervently? Redditor Titus Thylander 1 theorizes that it's less about Homer and more about themselves. Number 4. Mr. Burns knows Homer's name. In Who Shot Mr. Burns, the two-part, season-spanning Dallas send-up, almost everyone is a suspect in the titular central question. While this is true, there is no one with a more crazed, vocal grievance than Homer, who loses it because Mr. Burns cannot remember his name. This trope plays out time and time again over the course of the series, to the extent that it seems almost impossible that the geriatric power plant owner could have such a poor memory. So, what if it's intentional? Number 5. Homer is a billionaire sports team owner. This one isn't so much a theory as it is a simple truth, but to what extent it actually impacts the Simpsons' livelihood is the question. As pointed out by Redditor Awkward Hipsters, in You Only Move Twice, Homer is given the 1996 Denver Broncos by Hank Scorpio, voiced by Albert Brooks, Homer's new boss who turns out to be a supervillain. This explains how the Simpson clan is able to continually do so many strange, expensive, distant, time removed from work, the power plant, activities, and adventures. Number 6. Bart became a stonecutter before Homer. In Homer the Great, Homer is introduced to the fraternal order of the stonecutters. After being initiated because his father, Abe Simpson, is a legacy member, Homer is quickly shunned and dismissed when he accidentally destroys their hallowed sacred parchment. However, a birthmark on his behind signifies that he is actually the chosen one, leading to a brief reign as their leader. But it was Homer, the first living under the Simpson roof, to be a stonecutter. Redditor Ty Piper 93 says no, it was actually Bart. Number 7. Homer chooses to be stupid. It's common knowledge that Lisa is the egghead of the family. Her acumen at everything soars high above her immediate family members, especially her father. But if you ask Redditor Kirby Clock, the notion that ignorance is bliss might be more proactive than genetic. We know from H.O. Mamaya that Homer would actually be a highly intelligent man if not for a crayon that's been lodged in his brain since childhood. and then relodged by unlicensed physician Moe later on. When not hindered by a wax coloring stick, Homer's IQ actually goes up 50 points. The crayon logic tracks within the episode, but it begins to draw questions when you think about the supposed Simpson gene from Lisa the Simpson, which suggests that the Simpson men, but not the women, get gradually dumber as they age. Number 8. Homer knows he's a cartoon. Does he now? Redditor Rays of Davies 4. Well, if Homer knows he's a cartoon, then how did he find out? Did he ask Matt Groening? Did he tune into the Sunday night block of animated shows on Fox and see himself on screen? Well, as the Redditor will tell us, Homer got the news from God himself. In Homer the Heretic, our lazy anti-hero makes the sacrilegious choice to stop attending church. While he ultimately learns a valuable lesson about different faiths coming together for a common good, the real takeaway from Heretic is that in the closing moments, Homer asks God what the meaning of life is. God's answer, at least according to this theory, is that, paraphrasing of course, there is no meaning, you're just a cartoon. Number 9. Homer has been in a coma since 1993. In So It's Come to This, a Simpsons clip show, Bart's April Fool's Day prank goes a little bit further than intended, landing Homer in a coma. For us viewers, it's a fun device to support watching highlights from the first few seasons in Homer's dreamscape. And in the end, Homer wakes up and immediately returns to his most consistent impulse, strangling Bart. But if you ask Redditor/you/hard to pick a name, that's not the actual ending. Or in a way it is. Number 10. We see Homer through Ned Flanders' POV. Part of Homer's charm is the fact that, well, he's not very charming. In fact, most of the time he's seen, or perhaps depicted, he is a dumb, lazy, arrogant, drunk, sacrilegious goon. Is that an accurate representation of Homer J. Simpson, or is our perspective a bit skewed? According to Redditor Animalocaris, the reason Homer, and by and large, the entire Simpson family, appears to be less than okily-dokily is because we are seeing him through the eyes of holy man neighbor Ned Flanders. Number 11. Homer has severe memory loss. It's easy to chalk up Homer's frequent forgetfulness to the obvious factors. 1. He's just adult. 2. He doesn't listen. 3. He's stuff drunk. As an example, Homer forgetting Marge's birthday in Life on the Fast Lane could be the result of any combination of the three. But as Redditor/you/Grandmaster Sexay hypothesizes, perhaps the reason Homer can't remember things is because he has a severe form of memory loss. Number 12. Homer had sex with Mindy. The Last Temptation of Homer has a classic bait and switch ending. Homer, having spent the entire episode trying to resist his attraction to new coworker Mindy, finds himself alone with her in a hotel room. He confesses that he's afraid they are going to have sex because, as is the reason most people make bad choices, a fortune cookie said they would. However, in the end, he professes his love for Marge, then he and Mindy share a kiss. Number 13. Homer gave Mr. Burns a serious concussion. There are plenty of fan theories out there that deal with this central question. Why can't Mr. Burns remember Homer's name? This quandary has plagued viewers since season 1. To find the answer though, at least according to Redditor/you/ArcShow, you have to reach all the way back before we were introduced to the Simpson family. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.